Okay. Mages Guild. Oh, that's empty. This is the one we need. What? Oh, I remember now. I remember now why I don't have the Mages Guild and Fighters Guild, because the quests are not appearing. I remember now, and I don't know what is wrong here. But I'm going to find out.
I know a few of my guildmates.
That's a store.
We've made a few overtures.
I can speak with that one. I checked online and it says that I can join everywhere.
It has come to our attention that
Mystic. On every Mages Guild. But I can speak with no one around here to join.
It's funny.
Margaret. Feel that. $64 and 43. This is strange. No one here can help me. Oh, I have to go to Alinar. The other way. I will find them in Alinar. Okay. I did some research now. Now we know that what should I do now? To go with the main story or just complete the lower area over here? Yeah, I think I'm going down there. So if it's in Alienor, I don't know why they let the quest markers here. That's an issue. And it's frustrating when you don't know what to do. Yeah. Let's go down there. We are letting the main story a bit to rest. And we are doing some side activities.
Lotus? Lotus? Where are you, precious?
Talomar. Let's see, what do we have here?
You've picked a bad day for a stroll in the park. Something's got into the animals. They're running wild, frenzied. I don't suppose you saw an Indrik on your way here, a tame one? She's my charge, and pride of the Queen's menagerie. I need to find her.
Animals? What is this place?
The Royal Menagerie. It holds exotic species from all over Tamriel. Now they're running loose, attacking the keepers and each other. It's a slaughter. It's too dangerous for a gentle Indrik like Lotus. Please, can you help me search for her?
You're certain she's not dangerous like the others?
Oh, Lotus has only ever known kindness. Gentle as a lamb. I hand-reared her from birth. She fled in the chaos, but she won't make it on her own. I have to find Lotus before she's hurt. Or worse.
I can help search for your Indrik.
This is the only place she's ever known. She won't have wandered far. I hope.
Any idea how all of these animals escaped?
I wasn't at the epicenter of it all. I was about to feed Lotus when I started hearing the animals in a frenzy, yowling and slamming against their pens. Once the mammoths broke free, the whole place came apart at the seams. Total pandemonium.
What are we looking for exactly? I don't know much about Indriks.
Indriks vaguely resemble deer, but you'd never mistake the two. Their horns and antlers sparkle like crystal, and their fronds and feathers are vibrant in any light. When Jeffers spun their shape, he made a tapestry of all life.
Why are you so concerned about this one in particular?
I raised her from a fawn, watched her grow up. I can't imagine losing her this way. And the Queen would never forgive me. She and Lotus were inseparable, until the duties of the crown called her away. I made a vow to care for Lotus in her stead.
Lotus was Queen Iren's pet?
A gift from the sovereign to his daughter when she was barely knee-high. Before she became queen, Her Highness spent many a day frolicking through the royal menagerie with Lotus. Hard to imagine now, I know.
Aren't there other keepers who could help us?
I didn't see anyone else come this way, but I hope the others made it to safety. I'd rather not dwell on the alternative. If anyone's still in peril, we should lend our aid.
Okay, let's search for Lotus. Oh, okay, we have some lions. lion. What are all these creatures?
Hendrix sometimes graze on these trees. Look around and let me know if you find anything.
Oh my, dead mammoth. Tusk shards. Bloody splinters of ivory found near a mammoth that died breaking through an enclosure wall.
What did you find there? I don't see any sign of her here. Did you find anything?
That mammoth by the topple wall, it looks like it bashed its own head in.
Stars! I've seen wild mammoths charge the enclosure walls, but they usually give up pretty quickly. I've never seen one driven to battering itself to death. Not by anger, not even by panic.
Could it have been diseased?
That would be an explanation, but it came on so suddenly. It seemed to afflict all the animals at once. Except Lotus. She was spooked, but not aggressive. I hope that's still the case.
We should keep looking.
Right. Let's head further inside. There, Lotus's enclosure. Maybe we can pick up her trail.
Tainted feed.
Find something?
Apples. I got some apples.
I don't see any new tracks. She didn't try returning to the enclosure. Find anything that might put us on her trail?
No sign of Lotus, but something seems strange about the feed in her pan.
Huh. Let me see that. Smells... off. Starting to turn color, too. It shouldn't have gone bad so quickly.
Could that be what's affecting the animals?
I've never seen an animal react so violently to spoiled food, and nothing this tainted would have passed our inspections. I think something was added, probably close to feeding time.
By another keeper?
No, it couldn't be. We care for these animals like they were our kin. No one I know would harm one of these poor creatures, let alone do something like this.
Lotus didn't eat this, right?
No, thank the gods. I just deposited it here when the trouble started. I don't think she'd graze on any now that it's become foul, but I'd rather not risk it. We should keep searching.
I'm ready. Oh, tomatoes, coffee.
Did you hear that? Someone's in trouble. This way!
Yeah. Oh, seriously? I went far away. A necklace.
Thought I was a goner. Like the others.
Elise, what are you still doing here?
Yeah.
Those lions crept up on me while I was distracted. Thought I was done for. Who are you, anyway? Some friend of Talamar's?
No. Talamar just asked for help finding his Indrik, Lotus. Have you seen her?
He came back to find Lotus? I know he takes his duty seriously, but that's insane. I think I saw her drinking by the reflecting pool, but she's skittish. Bolted the second she saw me passing by. Good luck catching her.
You should stick with us. It's dangerous to be alone out here.
No thanks. I appreciate the help, but I'm not sticking around to herd Indriks in this mess. I'm getting out of here before I wind up something's lunch. You should do the same.
I'll be fine.
Good luck with your Indrik hunt, Talamar. Try not to get killed.
Elise, wait! We need to stay together! Damn it. Let's hope we have better luck with Lotus.
Oh, we have an
So much for
optional.
enlisting the help of other keepers. I just hope Elise's encounter with the lions will make her more cautious. Running off like that isn't a promising start. What was her hurry, anyway?
Who was she?
Sorry, didn't seem the time for an introduction. Elise is one of the junior keepers. She really cares for the animals, but she's only got about 10 years under her belt. She shouldn't be working alone. Must have gotten separated from her tutor.
Is she always so brusque?
She was probably still in shock. Elise has always been a sweet and diligent caretaker, though she has been distant lately.
You said she's been here 10 years, but she's still a junior keeper?
Of course. With some talented exceptions, the average apprenticeship period is 50 years. If we only dealt with local species, 10 years might be within the realm of possibility, but not here.
Oh my god. Oh.
There
Oh,
she is!
Lotus.
After her!
Your beast, Talamar. So, you managed to teach it some discipline after all.
What? What is happening here? I have a mount like this.
The Royal Menagerie is closed to the public at the moment. What are you doing here?
Talamar asked me to help search for his Indrik.
His Indrik? You mean the royal family's Indrik? Every animal here is property of the crown. He would be wise to remember that before his personal attachment interferes with his duties. Regardless, your search is over.
What happens to Lotus now?
She'll be secured in the inner paddocks until order is restored. This act of sabotage will not be easy to recover from. You claim you arrived after the incident?
I found Talamar just outside the grounds looking for Lotus.
I believe you. Whoever drugged today's feed supply knew too much about our procedures to have been an outsider. You may go, but I want you off my grounds. Talamar can escort you out, since watching Lotus seems too much for him.
I understand.
Talamar,
Oh my god.
take your new friend here and get off my grounds. The Rangers will take things from here.
But Lotus... Yes, Conservator.
I'll follow.
Sorry about all this. I just want you to know that even if the Conservator doesn't appreciate your efforts, I am truly grateful for your help.
Who was that anyway? Your boss?
Conservator Vinalora. She's the appointed curator of the Royal Menagerie. All the keepers and rangers serve at her pleasure. I wouldn't take it personally. She's not one for niceties under the best of circumstances.
Why will she throw us out in the middle of a crisis?
If she really believes a keeper is responsible for sabotaging the menagerie, I can't say I blame her. I can hardly believe it, but it's the only explanation that makes any sense.
Anyone you suspect?
Gods, no. I've worked with everyone here for decades. I just hope Vinalora catches the monster. Thank you again for helping me keep Lotus from harm.
My pleasure.
Over here. We need to talk.
Elise? I thought you had already left. What are you doing sulking around here?
Yeah.
I didn't want to get you too involved, but I need help and there's no one else I can turn to. I was the one who drugged the animals. The plan wasn't for them to break loose, just stir up a fuss so I could slip into the conservatory unnoticed.
What could be in there that will be worth this much havoc?
Evidence. The menagerie is a facade. The ugly truth behind Sylvar Woad isn't so pretty. There are entire sections blocked off from most of the keepers. Vinalora and her rangers guard them like a vault. The animals they take there never come back.
That isn't suspicious to anyone else?
People who question Vinalora don't last here. If she claims the animal is a risk of some kind, it's just quarantined in the inner paddock, never to be seen again. Something terrible is going on, and I mean to expose it. Help me prove that.
Alright, if what you say is true, I need to see it myself.
It's going to take a lot more convincing for Talamar, I can tell. I don't know that he'll ever forgive me for the mess I've made here. But maybe you can get him to hear me out?
You're more than just a keeper here, aren't you?
I'm a spy for the Queen.
Oh.
I mean, I was a keeper first, but when the Queen asks you to serve, you serve. She asked me to keep an eye on Vinalora before she left for her coronation, but the Conservator has stonewalled my advancement.
Does she suspect you?
To her, I'm just some uppity Nebara trying to rise above my station. But once it became clear I wasn't going to get into her good graces, I had to improvise. We see how well that turned out.
You did really botch this up?
Hey, we can't all be slick and daring Khajiit of mystery.
Have any theories as to what we'll find in the conservatory?
All I know is, healthy animals are disappearing, and her story doesn't add up. She could be selling them to wealthy Altmer to line her own pockets, or even butchering them to sell their parts to craft workers.
What else
I'm
is
a
there?
spy for the Queen. I mean, I was a keeper first, but when the Queen asks you to serve, you serve. She asked me to keep an eye on Vinalora before she left for her coronation, but the Conservator has stonewalled my advancement.
Does she suspect you?
To her, I'm just some uppity Nebara trying to rise above my station. But once it became clear I wasn't going to get into her good graces, I had to improvise. We see how well that turned out.
It's not over yet.
Yeah, I'm not going to let the Queen down. I gave her my word.
There's a lot of blood on your hands. You think you deserve Tolomar's forgiveness?
I don't know. More than anything, I want to make sure it wasn't all for nothing. If I can find the proof that Vinalora is abusing these animals, then maybe it will have been worth it, and Talamar can at least understand why I took the risk I did.
Let's see.
She poisoned all these animals. She almost poisoned Lotus. And for what? It's true that I've never seen an animal move to the inner paddocks that's returned to outer enclosures, but she's suggesting what? That the Conservator is culling the herd?
Vinalor said she was taking Lotus to the inner paddocks. Who will you rather trust?
I mean, this is a crisis. Lotus is the prize of the menagerie. She wouldn't... This is insane. You know that? What do you need from me?
Do you know a way into the conservatory?
It's a bit morbid, but I would search the bodies by the staff quarters near the main entrance. One of Vinalora's rangers might have had a key.
Alright, I will search there.
All right, Elise, I'll help you. But if we don't find anything unusual in the conservatory, I'm turning you over to Vinalora myself.
Deal. If I'm crazy, go ahead and turn me in. But you know there's something going on here, Talmar.
Let's just get this over with.
Okay, let's go the other way and see. Going back inside. One more time.